So what we're gonna do is gonna hop right into it. So first things first, I'm gonna start by hot combing the hair back away from the lace and everything. And you know, I like to make sure I get as close as possible. I used to end this hot comb because I feel like it gets hot enough. I see a lot of styles complain about it, but it does just fine to me personally. I ain't trying to put holes in your lace, okay, baby? Do you hear me? So, anywho, we're gonna go ahead and start putting that on her head. You know, putting the unit on her head, and it fits like a glove. This is my raw Vietnamese hair. I colored it this orange color for her. I will drop the inspo picture at the end, but y'all know we finna do some layers, as you can tell by the thumbnail. So right now I'm just getting a fit and trying to see how everything is, and I just want it on her head right. You know, we do things the right way here. So actually, what I'm going to do this time is cut her lace before I even start. And it's going to be a little extra lace on there for the most part, but I cut it pretty close to the hairline this time. And we're going to use Supreme Ghost Bun, Ghost Bun Supreme. We're going to use Ghost Bun Supreme to lay her layers. And you know, I'm doing up to 3 layers, so I'm like 3 or 4, but I usually typically do 3. I feel like that holds good enough. And y'all know I don't do the ball cap method, but you're going to see me zoom in and show you how it looks. So it needs to be completely clear before you start on it. You see how that was clear, and now put another layer on. So yeah, I just spread it out with my finger. You can use the end of your comb or whatever you decide to use. So I remember like when I used to couldn't do this, it used to be so messy for me, but now it's pretty easy. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is just spread that out and keep doing what I'm doing. And now what we're gonna do is do another layer, but I already did the other layer. So fast forward, now we're gonna place the lace on there. And that's what good lace do for y'all. I know y'all see that lace. Look, I'm just gonna place it on her head. Meow. We looking good on my mama. Ooh, sorry, Lord. But yeah, so we're gonna have to keep placing it on there and all that good stuff. And now once I place it on there, we're gonna get ready and start moving into pulling out the baby hairs and everything. But before we do that, what you're gonna do, you can take a small comb and press the lace into the glue just to make sure it's fully attached. So you're gonna see me like get the little edge comb that I typically use, and I'm just gonna like press inside the glue. So what we're gonna start doing now is doing the part, and I wish I would have came from the back of her head. It was not in my mind to go through the back of her head, but I went through the front instead. But whatever, YOLO, my bad. Do better next time. So I was just getting her part together, you know, not really, but really just so I can get an understanding of where to place her baby hairs. So what you're gonna see me do now is pull out her baby hairs and all that good stuff. And I'm just pulling it from the side. Sorry, y'all. I didn't know her eyes was closed like that. But and I'm just gonna press it down to her skin. There should be just like a small millimeter, like the smallest line ever of glue left. And I'll do a video on it when I do my baby hair tutorial. And then that's what's gonna hold the baby hair down in place a little bit on the sides. Like it's just like a little bit of thin, small itty bitty line of glue that's gonna be shown. So I'm just gonna pull those out and we're gonna do that and we're gonna move on to the next step. That's done. That middle part that I had started on, I'm gonna go ahead and do it after I put the milk belt on her edges or whatnot. And so I'm gonna do that. And now I'm gonna, once I get that part how I want it, because I do want it sleek and you know flat. I want it to look good. I'm gonna take the shears bone wax stick and place that all through the part and the lace and stuff, and we're gonna work that through. That way we can get that really flat look that you guys love. And again, I want this look very sleek, so I need it there. I need it like, you know, give it. It need to give what it's supposed to give. You feel me? So now I'm gonna take the hot comb, and what I'm gonna do is hot comb at the roots. You know, I'm gonna hot comb through the entire head. And the key to getting that flat look, like I said, is you need to go section by section. Like some people use a comb, which will make it even more flatter, but I didn't need a comb for this look. It was doing what it needed to do. So you just go in section by section and flatten it, you know. That way you can get the look that you desire and the top don't look lumpy or anything. go. So the removal, like when you remove that milk belt, it just do it every single time. Do y'all hear me? Do you see what I see? I don't see no lace for real. But we gonna melt it some more. But anywho, let's go ahead and get into this baby hair. So we're gonna take a gorilla snot, you guys, and what we're gonna do with the gorilla snot is, put just a little bit on the edges and across the entire hairline. That just gives it an extra melt and also get that sleek look we need. Like, honestly, you could get away with gorilla snot without even doing the hot comb. I just like hot comb and, straight hair. But if you're doing curly hair, you really don't need no hot comb. But let's get back to the tutorial. So when you're doing baby hairs, you're going to move in the C motion, as I've said plenty of times. I feel like this is a better angle from the last video. You're going to move forward, then backwards. And follow with your finger, because sometimes you need to hold it in place for yourself, So, you see? Like, this is just like a little light, little slide. I got tongue tied, y'all. This is just like a slight swoop. You feel me? But you see, I push back at the ends of it with the end of the edge brush, and that just helped give it the shape that I desire. Like, I didn't want to do too much and make that little boxy look around her, her forehead, temple area. But you just push the hair forward and pull back, and that's what I'm going to do to the other side as well. And don't hesitate. Like, sometimes I like going over it with the back of the comb and just give it a smooth, flat look. I don't know. I just do it. But I also do just a quick little spritz of free spray, right there at the hairline. And then we're going to tie it back up so we get to the styling process. This is just going to get the extra melt, the extra hold, the extra that you need. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that wig ain't going nowhere. So now what I'm going to do is flatten her hair and, of course, chase with the comb. I do use the Babyliss Pro. Babyliss. It's not Baby Bliss, y'all. It's like Babyliss. He had corrected y'all know what kind of the brand I'm talking about, though. So what you're going to do is just go ahead and, like, flat iron that through and get it as flat as possible and all that good stuff. And this is raw Vietnamese hair that I'm using from my website. So if you guys do want a unit, go ahead, head to my website and grab you one and all that stuff like that. I did have to go back and wash her hair because I ended up putting too much oil on it. But anywho, we're going to start moving on the layers, and you're just going to take your layers and go in a downward motion. And I start off pretty low, and then I move lower and lower and lower. higher and higher and higher around the frame of her face. So what you see me doing is I start at the bottom, and then I comb it out to see. Like, obviously, it's not as like layered as I would want it to be. So I'm gonna move up to about her jawline and cheekbone and cut it again and again and again. And I'm just gonna keep doing that. And sometimes you can use a razor, but I prefer to use my scissors because I feel like I have more control over those. And I'm not gonna lie, when it's time to actually like bump the layers, I feel that a round brush would be better, to get that really feathered look that we be looking for. But unfortunately, I did not have a round brush in the house. But I do use my flat irons, and I'm going to show you guys how to use your flat irons because that's what most of us do have on hand. Even though, again, I think a round brush would do me justice, so I think I'm going to get me one after I get done doing this hair, just for a lot of reasons, honestly. So, anywho, we got the layers down, and now you're going to flat iron. When flat iron it, your hair, what you're going to do is basically flat iron with a bump. I know you guys still see me cutting, but I just want to be thorough when we do get to flat ironing. You're going to flat iron, like, don't flip it at the ends. You need to go from the root and work your hand like outward in like a arch, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you don't flip the ends. You're going to start at the root as you see me going, and you're going to move the hair outwards. So that's going to put the bump right there, not you cuffing it at the ends, because that's why sometimes people layers look ugly, because like you cuffing it kind of wrong. And also when you're doing it, like, you have to do it piece by piece. Like, don't try to do too much of a layer at one time. You see, I ended up removing that piece, and that piece is what I'm going to do, the bump to. See, just a nice little bump. And then you're going to do that same thing with this one. You just need like piece by piece, y'all, and that's how you're gonna get the look you desire. So I'm gonna let you guys watch and see me, do what I do, and I'm gonna drop the inspo pic on the thumbnail, or I might put it at the end of this video. And really, that's it, y'all, for this orange look. But I will have a bleach bath tutorial dropping for you guys soon. And yeah, it was nice talking to you two. Hope you guys enjoyed.